B Marsh Boxing back at it with another boxing video. So man, I've been peeping my man Gary Russell, man, Mr. Gary Russell, man. Looks like, from the outside looking in, you know what I mean? Looks like, the COVID has taken a toll on a lot of people, a lot of frustrations, people getting exposed within their household, whether it's in the media, whatever it is, like sometimes, we've been you might be home now all day, every day with your kids or your wife. And it's basically different now compared to before COVID when people did their own thing. Not their own thing as in, but I'm talking about their own thing like mom and dad went to work, kids went to school. Afternoon, evening time, everybody's home. Kids do their homework, we eat dinner together, same routine. I mean, things changed up a little bit through the COVID. But man, I've been watching Gary Russell, man, and I'm a big fan of Gary Russell. I'm saying there ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing about Gary Russell, Slim. My man, I put on for Gary Russell on these YouTube streets, and I put up my money where my mouth is too. You know what I mean? Anytime Gary Russell got a town in the city, in D.C. or Maryland, I'm in there like swimwear. Gary Russell has never headlined a show in D.C. or Maryland area and I haven't attended. I've been to every Gary Russell fight that he's headlined in the district or Columbia or in at the MGM National Harbor in Maryland. You know what I mean? In PG County, in Oxon Hill. So what I'm saying is coming from a good place. You know what I mean? And really and truly, Gary Russell, man, I'm not sure what he's trying to do. If he's trying to become a heel, as in like a bad guy in boxing, I'm saying trying to play the villain role, or I don't know what it is, but he's rubbing a lot of people the wrong way. And I'm not saying this as in so the man Gary Russell, he don't have to care, he don't have to worry about nobody rubbing anybody the wrong way. But me from a fan and somebody who actually cares for Gary Russell, cares for him as in I support all my fighters from my city. Yeah, I mean, they the franchise, you heard? You just like your favorite basketball, football, hockey, or baseball team from your city, you support them. I support every boxer that comes up out of here. You know what I mean? Not all of them going to be successful. Some will be more successful than others. But at the end of the day, they should all get. Everybody from your city should get love from all the hometown peoples from their city. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Gary Russell, I'm not really feeling how he been coming at Bud. You know what I'm saying? And not because I'm a big fan of Bud or I'm a protector of Bud. Nah, I'm a fan of Bud, just like I am of a fan of Gary Russell. If they fought today, I'm going to root for the hometown guy. Nothing against the man, Bud Crawford. I've never rooted against Bud Crawford in any fight. But if he faced my guy from Capitol Heights, Maryland, Gary Russell, then you already know I got to stick with the home team. You heard? Now, Gay Russell, man, he been going in on Slim, man. He been going in on the man, Terrence Crawford, and I think it's just wasted energy, really and truly, It's really wasted energy, man. And the only thing we got on this time, on this planet Earth, is time, you know what I mean? You know, you could lose money, but you could get that money back. You could lose $1,000 this week. Guess what? If you work next week, you can make back that $1,000. You can't get that shit back, but you can make back that money. Time, on the other hand, is something that's you can't get back. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real stickler on time, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. I've been like that since I was young, you know what I'm saying? Don't play with my time, I'm not gonna play with yours, you heard? You know what I'm saying? If we're supposed to meet at such and such time, let's meet at such and such time. Don't waste time, you know what I mean? We only have 24 hours in a day. You got to use your time wisely with what you do within them 24 hours, you know what I mean? And Gary Russell ain't fighting right now. He don't have a fight lined up. Fighters on the PBC do. Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter just fought. Javante Davis, Leo Santa Cruz. I said the Charlo brothers. There's people who have fights coming up. Erislandy Lara's fighting this weekend. But Gary Russell don't got a fight lined up. Is he trying to promote himself to get a fight? I'm not mad at that one bit, but he's barking up the wrong tree. And not because of the fact that I think, oh, Gary Russell will get punished by Terence Crawford. 10 times out of 10, that's more than likely what's going to happen unless Gary Russell can pull out a miracle. Nothing against the man Gary Russell's skill set. I believe in his skill set 100%. I mean, Gary Russell is a bad man. His skill set is vicious. Southpaw little guy who knocks Bammers out. You know what I mean? You check it, sets you up, breaks you down, and knocks you out. You ain't gonna knock out everybody, but for the most part, his right hook is a weapon of destruction. And I'm sure his opponents know that. I've been watching Gary Russell for years, since the Olympic tryouts. You know what I mean? Everybody know he got a devastating right hook. His opponents know that. I'm sure they study for that, but they get clipped with it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Gary Russell, man, look, man, sometimes the camera isn't your friend. Sometimes the camera could expose you as far as doing too much, but not enough. And that's what I feel Gary Russell's doing. And I got nothing against Gary Russell, G. Slim, I'm going to come to your next fight, man. Fucking, man, try to get a fight back at the MGM National Harbor, Slim. You know what I mean? You sell out. Gary Russell sells out every fight when he fights in the hometown. He gets a percentage of the revenue at the gate, and he makes over $1 million. So he's eating pretty well, regardless who he fights. So he ain't starving for money. You know what I mean? Last I seen Gary Russell was at the Jarrett Hurd versus J-Rock fight last year, May, I believe, but it was 2019 over there in Virginia at one of them colleges. Was it George Mason? George Mason campus. It was a PBC on Fox fight, and Gary Russell was there, man. I seen him, dressed in all black. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm a fan of Gary Russell, but he's doing too much and not enough. You know what I mean? He's barking up the wrong tree. You talking about the man Terence Crawford's a sucker. Look, I'm not here to defend Terence Crawford, man. I got my own issues with Terence Crawford right about now. But guess what, man? A lot of people on the man Terence Crawford's helmet. You know what I'm saying? Because of the type of opponents he's been fighting lately. You know what I mean? Can't get Keith Thurman in the ring. Can't get a Sean Porter in the ring. Talking about, oh, he only wants to fight champions. Now here they're in negotiations with Kell Brook. You got to tell me if the man Kell Brook is a champion. You see, I'm not buying that stuff Terence Crawford and Bomac selling. You know what I mean? And I'm a fan of the man Bud Crawford, but I'm a fan of boxing first and foremost, okay? A lot of people on the man Terence Crawford helmet. What the fuck the man Terence Crawford look like taking a fight with the man Gary Russell, a man who campaigns at featherweight, Slim? Come on, dogs. Let's be real, man. Let's be real, man. Hey, Gary Russell, yo, you gotta do something, man. You gotta make something crack right about now. And there's people out there for you. You still campaigning at featherweight. Look, man. You from the city, man. You already know who the greatest fighter out of Washington, D.C. is. Greatest fighter born and raised out of Washington, D.C. The only African-American flyweight champion, or the first. And the youngest man to be elected into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in Canastota, New York. None other than Too Sharp, Mark Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Mark Johnson, man, made a career of people ducking him. You know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao ducked the man Too Sharp. Yeah. Y'all didn't even know that. Pacquiao ducked the man. What's the other guy's name? Johnny Tapia. And I'm fans of Johnny Tapia and Pacquiao, some of my all-time favorites. They ducked Mark Too Sharp Johnson. You know what I mean? What's the other guy? What's that other guy, man? The first Russian world champion ever for flyweight. What's the guy's name? I'm not going to look it up. I'm gonna remember it. I'm going to jog my memory. Damn. What's that guy's name? Little Russian dude based out of Japan. Yuri Arbakov. Yeah. These type of guys, they ain't want no smoke. And Yuri Abrakov is a great fighter. Go look him up. You already know about Pacquiao. If you don't know about Johnny Tapia, go look these guys up. Hall of Fame level character type of fighters that ducked the man Too Sharp Johnson. Too Sharp Johnson that wasn't up there at 112 pounds, calling out fellas like Marco Antonio Barrera or Prince Nassim. You know what I'm saying? Or what's his name? Eric Morales. These guys were campaigning at 122 pounds, 116. I'm sorry, 126 and 122 pounds. Super bantamweight and featherweight. You know what I'm saying? You know, he stayed in his role. People ducked him. He fought the best available competition, and he beat all of them. You know what I'm saying? With the exception of, Johnny Gonzalez and what's the other guy's name? What's the guy? Juan Manuel Marquez, little brother. What's his name? Rafael Marquez. Even though the first fight, I thought, that was a robbery. I thought that the man Too Sharp won. But that's neither here nor there. Gary Russell. Featherweight WBC champion. Arguably the longest reigning champion in boxing right now. What you need to do is, you need to go over there to motherfucking England, dogs. You need to go over there to Leeds, where Josh Warrington and Zucan about to do a fake-ass unification. You heard? Yeah, and I call it a fake-ass unification because, like Shakur Stevenson said, Josh Warrington, with his IBF strap, would rather unify his belt, not with no real champions in the division, but with guys like Zucan. Nothing against Zucan with his light punching ass. Nothing against Josh Warrington with his light punching, feather fisted ass. Josh Warrington would rather face Zucan, who holds a WBA regular title, a Reggie belt. You know what I mean? Who has a real WBA title at 126? Last I checked, it was still Leo Santa Cruz, who's holding 2 straps right about now because the WBA's letting him. That's my point. Josh Warrington's not even facing no real fighter. I'm sorry, a real champion. You know what I mean? What Gary Russell needs to do, just like Kevin Kelly did, go over there to motherfucking England. Go to Leeds, you heard? Yeah, go to that man's backyard, get you a front row seat. You know what I mean? Indulge with the British folks. You know what I mean? Sing that Sweet Caroline stuff. You know what I'm saying? Be friendly with them, but keep your guard up, because don't be too friendly. These people out there, hey, man, I'm not going to say what I want to say about them, but you see what they did to Deontay Wilder when he was still showing them love out there. You know what I'm saying? They poured beer on him. You know what I mean? And these are white folks. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it a buck, you heard? Yeah, you see what the man Billy Joe Saunders did to the man Deontay Wilder, like a little kid when Wilder's over there just maybe enjoying chicken and Nando's. You know what I'm saying? So Gary Russell, keep your guard up, still be friendly with the people, but just go out there, get you a front row seat, and call out the winner of that fight. And go to England and fight the man, dogs. Go fight that man in his backyard. He's a club fighter. We know this, man. That guy will get starched out by a real fighter. You know what I mean? You check it, a fighter who's coming in, a fighter from these sides of the pond. You know what I mean? Let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it tall with y'all on this video, and I'm keeping it tall with the man Gary Russell. You heard? Gary Russell, man. Fuck all that Bud Crawford shit. Leo Santa Cruz and Gary Russell and Gervonta Tank Davis, we're going to label that particular fight. We're going to bill it as the Battle of the Duckers. The 2 guys avoided Gary Russell Jr. They were scared to death of the man, scared shitless. And guess what? They decided to fight each other rather than fight the man. I mean, kind of something sort of like what Anthony Joshua and Joseph Parker did, rather than not fight the man Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? It happens a lot, guys being frozen out, and the 2 guys who ducked them, they fight each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's the best thing for Gary Russell to do, man. You check it, go over there when they fight Josh Warrington and Zucan, get you a front row seat, get your popcorn, you know what I mean? Go there, as a matter of fact, dogs, go there with your pops and your brothers. So none of these people in England could do no funny shit or even think twice about doing no nut ass shit. Go over there with your brothers and your pops, you heard? You check it and bring you a couple homies from the city, you know what I mean? From DC or Capitol Heights, whatever. Go over there, I'm saying, don't go over there big, bad, and brave acting like y'all run England. Go over there, be humble, but keep your guard up, you know what I'm saying, so nobody do no goofy shit. And then call out the winner, get in the ring, and challenge the man, Josh Warrington. And guess what? If they don't want to make the fight, at least you've done the best you can. And if they do want to fight, I would suggest you have that fight over there in England. That dude ain't coming over here to do. He ain't coming to your backyard, to MGM National Harbor, Oxon Hill, Maryland. You know what I mean, will he come to the Barclays Center for a big fight in New York City? Maybe if the money's right. You know what I mean? But you gotta do what you gotta do to get yourself a title. You already have one, Unify. You know what I'm saying? Unify. Now you have a little bit more leverage. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then talk about you keeping a close eye on the Oscar Valdez versus Miguel Burchout winner. You're next up in the WBC, even if you have to cross the street. Look, man, Gay Russell has said it out of his mouth that he's no longer managed or advised by Al Heyman, but they'd have a working relationship, as he does with Showtime, PBC and Showtime. You know, that's why Gay Russell hasn't been on Big Fox, Channel 5, which would be beautiful. Jared Hurd was on Big Fox, Channel 5. Unfortunately, he wet the bed versus J-Rock, you know what I mean? Gay Russell hasn't been given these opportunities because he's no longer managed or advised. He's not a priority for the man Al Heyman. And it looks like, look, how is it that Gay Russell's talking about they sending offers to Bud Crawford, and Bud Crawford hasn't. Look, man, the way that sounds is, look, if Al Heyman and them are willing to make that fight, or even consider, or even thinking of making a fight between Bud Crawford and Gay Russell, where was all that energy for Gay Russell and Santa Cruz, or Gay Russell and Tank Davis? Now, I know those guys avoided Gay Russell like the plague, but there should be some kind of incentive thrown in there to make that fight happen. Because if that fight is even remotely close to being made, it looks like they throwing the man Gay Russell they throw him in under the bridge, you know what I mean? Because that's a lose-lose situation. You know what I'm saying? They got the kid Jaleel Hackett from DC and his pops Bernard Hackett. Big ups to them. Future, hopefully future champions to hold down Washington, D.C., the 202 and the 301. You know what I mean? D.C. and Maryland. You check it. Jaleel Hackett is a kid. And Gay Russell, I'm trying to tell you, Slim, these cameras, man, stay off the social media unless you're calling out Burchout or guys in your weight class who really are avoiding you. You know, you got in there and you was talking, and you got to even talking about how your little brother did this, that, and the third, and put the man Jaleel Hackett on his ass and put him to sleep, whatever. You see, and Gay Russell has apologized for that. He knows he was wrong for that, but really and truly, there was no need for that, man. That dude's a little kid, man. Your brother's a professional. Jaleel Hackett hasn't even fought a professional fight yet. You know what I'm saying? Your brother was in the Olympics. Both of them. 2016 Rio. That wasn't a good look, man. Whatever issues you got with Bernard Hackett, his pops, that's between y'all, you know. But I've heard every single video from the man, Jaleel Hackett's pops, Bernard Hackett. And that guy's coming from a place of love. All of a sudden, now he's a sucker, or you don't respect him because that man told you, man, leave that man Terence Crawford alone, man. Leave that man alone. You know what I'm saying? Not like leave him alone like he's protecting him. Like, I'm not saying that like Terence Crawford alone. Like, no, I'm saying that like, dude, that's a conflict of interest. That guy's not even in your division, man. If you snuffed him back when y'all was in the amateurs, man, let that shit be. You know, that ain't the first time fellas have been snuffed, man. You know, Terry Norris slapped the shit out of the man Julio Cesar Chavez in the 90s in Mexico at a party. And man, Julio Cesar Chavez ain't do nothing about it. So what? They both in the Hall of Fame. So what? Big deal. You know what I mean? You check it, and if Gary Russell did slap that man Terrence Crawford, and Terrence Crawford in his feelings, now talking about he's gonna break his neck, that's on them. The truth hurts, and maybe that's why Terrence Crawford was talking all that tough shit. I wish Terrence Crawford would talk all that tough shit with Sean Porter or even Keith Thurman. These guys came off losses, so what? I'd rather see you fight them. They would actually be the best names on Terrence Crawford's resume. And that's why all this energy that Gary Russell is extending out there, it's no good, man. You're doing too much and not enough. Too much but not enough, Gary Russell, you know what I mean? And really and truly, you need to focus your energy on guys that are in your weight class, in and around your weight class. And now that guys are pump faking on you, nobody wants to fight you, especially in your backyard. You got to do some leg work. You're a champion. If you go over there to Leeds to fight the man Josh Warrington, I can guarantee you this, you'll get the biggest payday of your life. You will. Everybody knows that if you're a champion going into another man's country with your strap, you about to get paid. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that. Do that, Gary Russell. Just like how the man Kevin Kelly went over there to Prince Nassim's fights in England. And eventually he fought Prince Nassim. It wasn't in England. Prince Nassim made his debut in the United States, Madison Square Garden, New York City. You know what I mean? For an epic fight. You know? The man, Too Sharp Johnson, he never traveled outside of the USA, you know, to fight these guys in Thailand, Indonesia, and all these other countries who camp the guys in his weight class, you know what I'm saying? Because really and truly, these guys weren't even known. If anything, these guys, if they wanted to become international stars, they had to come over here to USA and fight the man Too Sharp Johnson. Look at Too Sharp Johnson now, Gary Russell, in the Hall of Fame, basking, sitting pretty in the Hall of Fame. First African-American flyweight champion and the youngest man to ever make the Hall of Fame. Gary Russell, I hope you put in some work, man, because I'm a fan. I'm trying to tell you, dogs, I've been a fan since day one. Your hand speed is amazing. You're a southpaw. You're a dog. You know what I mean? I seen you go through a little adversity versus Jojo Diaz. I was in there. I heard them body shots Slim was ripping you with. And I seen Gary Russell throw back some mean body shots as well. And you overcame that fight versus King Tug. Nyambia, excellent victory, because a lot of people thought you'd lose that fight. Everybody was high on King Tug. Yeah, up until he fought Gary Russell. Then they gonna say, oh, he's just another opponent. That's not what they were saying before that, believe you me. Yeah, I mean, I know this, and I still rate the man King Tug. But Gary Russell, you need to focus on trying to get you a fight with the man. Look, Shakur Stevenson's moved up. Yeah, I mean, you know, that would have been a great fight. I'm sure you guys know each other well from sparring. Shakur Stevenson ain't too far. He just over here across the river, across the Anacostia and the Potomac River in Virginia, in Alexandria, Virginia. That's where he at. He ain't too far. He right across the river, you know what I mean? He's moved up to 130. He's trying to get himself a fight with anybody at 130. I just hope Gary Russell can try to get himself that Josh Warrington. That's easy money. That's an easy strap to get, and you can get your biggest payday if you just go over there to England. Terrence Crawford did it, the guy who used trying to be on his helmet. Like I said, we already on the man Terrence Crawford helmet. What the fuck it look like if he fights you? Man, he'll get no respect. None. You know what I'm saying? So you're barking up the wrong tree. Put your energy into something more tangible. And that's sights on that IBF strap that this guy Josh Warrington's holding. You know what I mean? What's up with you? E. Woodson in the chat. Salute, my G. E. Woodson says, salute, fam. Just check the Horn Zoo video. Love, my dude. Big up all day. Big ups to my G.E. Woodson from the Shy, you know what I mean? Salute, thanks for coming through. But Gary Russell, man, you know, man, we just want the best for you, man. You know what I mean? This ain't the late '90s, early 2000s. We don't have a plethora of world champions. We don't have a Sean Bay Mitchell, Chop Chop Corley. Um, what's his name? Not Quincy Tate. What's the guy's name? William Joppy. What's the guy's name? Keith Holmes, Too Sharp Johnson. We don't have a plethora of world champions around no more. It's sad, but DC's a fight city. The man Terence Crawford went over to England or wherever and beat up the man Ricky Burns. I mean, the man Errol Spence went over to England and beat up Kell Brook. Do yourself a solid, my G. Get you another world title, man. I'd love to see you holding 2 straps. You know what I'm saying? That's something Leo Santa Cruz, Javante Tank Davis, all these guys you calling out ain't never done, except Terence Crawford. He's been undisputed. I mean, that's what. Look, man, Gary Russell, man, just do the right thing, man. Leave that man Terence Bud Crawford alone, because that's the energy placed in the wrong place. You need to get yourself a fight with these guys like Josh Warrington, Miguel Burchild, these type of guys. You know what I'm saying? I know you're not interested in fighting the man Jojo Diaz. Let Jojo Diaz live. You already beat him. That's a great W on your resume. You know what I'm saying? Let Jojo Diaz carve out his own legacy. And I like the dude Jojo Diaz. You know what I mean? He's a good dude. Good champion. I like how he beat up the man Tevin Farmer. You know what I'm saying? Tevin Farmer wanted that smoke. He couldn't even beat the man Jojo Diaz. That would have been a great fight for him to move up, for Gary Russell to move up and challenge for the 30-pound strap. You know what I mean? But Gary Russell, I've seen what you're trying to do on these YouTube, in social media streets. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it looks like it's going to be all hot air coming out your mouth, and you're just going to be wasting time. These dudes ain't trying to fight you. Book yourself a flight with your brothers and your pops and your team. Go over to England and watch these 2 quote-unquote club fighters, Josh Warrington and Zhu Can, duke it out, and just call out the winner. Go in the ring, you know what I'm saying? And put your motherfucking foot on their neck. You know what I'm saying? And if you have to fight the man in Leeds, go ahead and do it. And if they want to have that fight at the O2 in England, go ahead and do it. You can beat that guy anywhere. His backyard, your backyard, on HBO, on Disney Channel, doesn't matter. Y'all can fight in a phone booth. You can beat Slim. Go ahead, take that fight. E. Woodson says between 26 and 30, he can make a real mark. I believe he can beat all those guys at 130 pounds. Miguel Burchild, though, is a big dude. It's a big dude at 130. Yeah, I would love to see that fight. I'm not so confident that Gary Russell beats him, but I think he has a skill set to do it. He just got to stay away from them big bombs Burchild be throwing and his nice jab. You know what I mean? So that's my word to the man Gary Russell, man, coming from a place of love. You heard? We want the best for you, man. We proud of you out here, dogs. Real talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Real proud of you out here, man, and just want the best for you. You know what I mean? And Terence Crawford is not in. Fighting Terence Crawford, man, that got the Lomachenko versus Rigondeaux written all over it, man. Don't do it, Slim. Go ahead, Joe. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to everybody in the chat. E. Woodson, everybody, thanks for hitting the thumbs up. B Marsh Boxing. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. And I'm gone. Peace.